welcome to Ruthie's Pretty Things. I'm Brandy, and we are continuing our book, Breaking Free by Beth Moore. And today we're going to go through chapter 5, To Find Satisfaction in God. Oh, look at the lovely pictures. As I told you before, my son and I switched rooms. He's in a bigger room for his bedroom, and this is my office / studio / craft room, whatever you want to call it. But as I can see now that I shut my door, there is some leftovers. Anyways, okay, so, and I am chewing gum. I hope that doesn't bother you too much, but I'm not going to spit it out. Anyways, okay. So to find satisfaction in God, this is so important. I think so many of us and so many times we try to find satisfaction in so many other things than God. I think we have God on the menu, but I think sometimes we are fooled and we are filling our lives and trying to satisfy ourselves with things that will never satisfy. So as you know, we're going through the discussion questions in the back of the book. So I would love to hear your thoughts on the discussion questions for each chapter, and just give your input and let us know where you're going, how you're going through this book. But anyways, so the question number 1, how do you react to the statement that many Christians are not satisfied with Christ? Well, I'm not surprised, I'll tell you that. That many Christians are not satisfied with Christ. And I think that that is a deception that we have to battle, that the devil throws out there that tells us we will be satisfied by lots of different things. I think society tells us we can be satisfied by, monetary things, boats, houses, bank accounts, things that, even things that make our life nice and make our life easier in that way, but we don't, if we're seeking satisfaction in those things, we are always going to be disappointed, because the only person who can satisfy every part of our life is Christ himself. So it doesn't surprise me, this statement. So let me know how you feel. Number 2, what have you sought that turned out to be unsatisfying? Probably one thing would be people's opinion of me, acceptance in a way. I think that sometimes I deal with, I think most of the time now I have that under control, but I do have to battle that. And I think I'm just looking for something to satisfy some part of me, my insecurities or whatever, looking to other people to fulfill, and that's just not gonna happen, and it doesn't satisfy me. Then you're just looking for the next person or whatever, or you're still insecure. And so I think that the only person who can do that complete satisfaction, I know, is God himself, and his definition of who I am, and understanding what that is, and seeking his approval, and for that to satisfy me. But anyways, mostly that he will be the one who can satisfy that in the long term. So number 3, what is the difference between salvation from sin and satisfaction of soul? Satisfaction of soul. The difference between salvation from sin and satisfaction of soul. Well, I think you can be forgiven of sin and still not be satisfied within your soul. And I think that's because you're looking other places, or maybe you don't even realize you have these weaknesses that you're always trying to fill things, even if it is, keeping up with the Joneses, or whatever. There's so many things it could be. Your kids, good grades on the honor roll in advanced class. I don't know. Whatever they are for you. They can be. I think you can be forgiven of sin and still not be satisfied of soul. And I think you'll get to that place when you are truly looking for the right thing to fill those empty spaces inside of you. What are the symptoms of an unsatisfied soul? I think that, I think that would kind of be different for depending on the situation, depending on the person. But what are some of the symptoms I've seen of an unsatisfied soul? I mean, for instance, maybe even church hopping, going from one church to the next, trying to look for, the acceptance of others or the worship team you can be on, or, you're trying to seek satisfaction in some way of your soul, and it's just not happening because you're looking in the wrong places. I mean, it could be, some of the symptoms could be self-hatred, um, anxiety. I don't know. I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. I think that was the last question. I just want to say, I think that this is obviously why you put in the book. It's very key to, I think we can be held captive by these things and not realize even that we're trying to satisfy ourselves with other things and maybe not even know what that is inside of us that we're trying to satisfy. So I'm just praying that God will reveal to me what those things are in myself, and also what they are in you, and for him to reveal that to you so that you can move forward and get true satisfaction. Yeah. All right. Okay. Talk to you next time. Bye-bye.